my gosh. The chord. Ooh, nice chord. Chromatic notes being used. Oh. Hey, welcome back. My name is Sean Warris. I'm a bass guitar coach, and today is my first time reaction and analysis of Nightwish's song called Song of Myself from the Wacken 2013 performance. Many of you have said that this is one of the iconic songs, and you know, they have so many songs, so obviously I had to pick one amongst the many suggestions. So it's been a while since I've done Nightwish, and so far I've only heard the two songs. If you're interested, Storytime and Ghost Love Score, which are somewhere here and in the description if you want to check those out. I am pretty new still to Nightwish. Apart from those two songs, I've not heard any of the rest of the songs, just so that when I do listen to it, I can film it and it'll be a first time reaction that you guys get to see, right? So I'm holding myself back for this one. So heavily requested, I've never heard this in my life, so I'm going in completely blind with regards to the song. I have learned a little bit from you guys, like I think it was the keyboardist Thomas who writes much of the composition, but please, along the way, if you have any other info or anything noteworthy about this song, this performance, the band, or any of their members, please let me know. And as always, I will listen out for the bass lines, the rhythms, arrangements, and composition. And if you enjoy fun and nerdy music stuff, make sure you're subscribed for more. It helps the channel more than you know, and you'll always have a very special place in my music journey. After all, it's free and you can always change mine. So let's explore what makes this song musically interesting. Let's go. Oh, interesting. 7/8, and then it goes back to the regular 4/4 for just that last part. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As usual, epic odd time signatures. Love that. Oh.
The deep breath I took still poisons my lungs. An old oak sheltering me from the blue. Sunbathing on its dead frozen blues. Catch up in the ghost down on days of story time and the river ghost.
Nice, it's staying in 7/8 actually, all the way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that last one had an extra count, which was nice. Okay, they were in 4/4 for a while there. Will that last? Let's see. Oh, those drum fills. Alright, wow. Only 2 minutes and it's already so packed with dynamic deliciousness. Alright, let's talk a little bit about what has been going on since the start. I love that they intersperse their sections with little quiet sections like this with the... What instrument is that? Where it's almost like a ding dong kind of a sound. Probably played by the synth, but I think there's a name for that kind of a sound. Let me know in the comments. I love that, and of course, I love the fact that they switch between 4/4 and 7/8 throughout the song so far. It's so tricky, you know, you never know when they're playing 7/8 and when they're gonna go back into like an 8/8 or a 4/4, which is really cool and interesting. Let's figure out what they've been doing harmonically a little bit. They've mostly been in a D minor. and it's apparent they were staying in the D minor for a while, where there's a segment where they went into the G. Maybe, I don't know if that's a chorus or the... something like that. But one thing I really wanted to point out and I thought was so interesting was that towards the end, right before, I think maybe half a minute before this segment that we stopped, there was a choir going on in the back. Like, the cool thing was that they were, the whole band has been D minor the whole time. And during that part, what was being done is something called a pedal point, where a single note or a single bass note is undergirding the entire composition. So what this means is that the bass note was just playing the D, and so on and so forth. So just a single note, while the other chords and notes above that are changing, right? So that's what a pedal point means. So during that pedal point segment, so there was this chorus that went on, right? And the notes that they were using was... and that second note is actually a semitone lower than the D. So which is interesting because that note is not actually in the D minor scale. If it were in the D major, it would be there, but it's not in the D minor scale. So that note caught my ear. I thought that, oh, that was an interesting thing they did there. While they were staying in D minor, the part that was written for the choir accessed the D flat note. So it might have sounded like... I'm trying to play a chord on my bass, which I thought was really cool and really interesting that they chose to kind of play a outside note, a note that's outside the chosen or prevailing key, which is the D minor, and the D flat is not in the D minor. Okay, so that was really cool. Let's continue. This... So just staying in the D minor. Very nice, still that 7/8 going on. There. Very cool. Very dissonant. I like it. Nice. I love that. The vocalists are singing in unison, not just in the same note, but almost the same register, in the same octave as well. Nice double kicks. So epic, gosh. Oh, of course. See, this is a pedal point here. They're just staying on the D note while there are chords shifting and shaping above it. Here's a chord. Ooh, nice chord. Alright, very cool, very cool. D minor, the same. I think the pattern was something like... What intrigued me though were the chords that were used. So the first time she sang, it was a D. There was this flat 7 that was being played. Then back to the... And then the second time she sang, it went to the flat 6, which is part of the D minor scale. I want to hear that part again just because it's so cool how that chord came in. I really enjoyed that. And of course the headbanging part. So everyone's pedal pointing on the D right here. Flat 6. Very cool pattern as well. I love how long they are lingering on this palm muted D chord. Hold on a sec. Did I hear something? Oh my gosh. And this is what makes that flat 7 chord even more interesting. Because in a regular D minor scale, the flat 7 is usually a major chord. Sorry, a flat 6 I meant. It's a flat 6 major. So why that chord was so interesting, I think not just because of the fact that it was a flat 6, and I missed this in the earlier bit, and I'm glad I caught it now, was that it was a flat 6 minor instead of a flat 6 major, which made it all the more dissonant. Did you notice there was a feeling of dissonance when that flat 6 chord came in? I will play it again, and I will show you where there was a flat 6 that didn't sound as dissonant, okay, somewhere a little bit earlier. I'll try and pick it out. There, that chord. That's the flat 6 major. It's a flat 6 Lydian, and that's part of the D minor scale. So it didn't sound overly dissonant. But when that other flat 6 chord came, that's where it became spicy. Okay, let's listen on. Let's listen on from here. Okay. Flat 6 major, alright? Still sounding friendly, you know, within the family, within the key signature. Here. There, the flat 6 minor, gosh. That's why it gave it such a dissonance. Just flipping the quality from a major to a minor. Elegant, simple composition solution. Ooh, nice. Nice accents, nice hits. Whoa. Very cool note choices in that little. Let's hear that again. In the background. Very dissonant. Chromatic notes being used. Oh, nice pause there. What? Okay, how do they time when to enter, when to re-enter? Wow. Very cool. Wow, you know what? I think that just might be my favorite Nightwish song so far. I know, no disrespect to Ghost Love Score or Storytime. Those were amazing, anthemic, epic compositions as well. But for some reason, this one gets me on an even more emotional level. Like the end bit where they had those cuts. Like, these are not conventional composition choices, okay? Let's accept that Nightwish is not a band that makes conventional composition choices. Is this all the doing of Thomas, or is it a collective band thing? Let me know. I do like the song also because of the fact that it had this extensive headbangy section, you know, with the double kicks and everything, and all that pedal pointing with the interesting chord choices played above it, as well as that flat 6 minor. Gosh, I can't get over that flat 6 minor. It's just the impact of that. I think it only happened twice in the entire song, but the fact that it happened, wow. And the fact that it stumped me the first time, I was like, a flat 6 shouldn't sound that dissonant, and I didn't think of the possibility that they changed the quality of it. And so the second time I heard it was when, oh, okay. The first time I was like, okay, it's a flat 6. I think it was so surprising because I hadn't heard it throughout the song. But then when I heard it played in its usual way, which is the flat 6 major, I was like, that's a flat 6. It doesn't sound that surprising. Why was I so surprised the first time? And then the second time that flat 6 minor happened again, I was like, oh, there's something about that chord itself, not the fact that it's a flat 6, it's the fact that it's a flat 6 minor when it normally is a major. So that was extremely surprising, and I think the impact of that on me, I think perhaps bumps this song up to my favorite Nightwish songs. But then again, you know, I've only heard 3. I will eventually get through the rest of them, the rest of the great picks and the must listen picks, and maybe the rest of the Wacken 2013 performance. We have endless opportunities, so no rush. Wow, this was really good. It's definitely gonna go into my playlist, and it is so inspiring as well. I think if I ever need musical inspiration, I think this would be a go-to for me. Thank you so much for this wonderful recommendation. I really enjoyed this. Thank you for joining me on my Nightwish journey. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like me to know about Nightwish or this song, and if there's any other Nightwish tracks that you think are of a similar vein, not in a sense like stylistically, but similar in terms of being very musically surprising, unexpected, compelling, and interesting. So if you enjoyed this kind of a musical breakdown, you know what to do. You can smash that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell to catch all my future reaction analyses, and after all, it's free. You can always change your mind if you want. If you want to be part of the Bass Coach Warriors community to get early access to videos, vote on future reactions, join our Discord chat, purchase song requests that I will guarantee, react, and analyze. My Patreon link is in the description and on your screens right now. So thank you for geeking out with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.